Hi guys, Matt Camping Friends. Just to let you know, it's very hot today. So it's about 31 degrees Celsius. So that's like 83, I think it is, or 87 Fahrenheit. It feels like 34 apparently, because there's hardly any wind. So that's about 97 degrees Fahrenheit. Just to let you know. That while it's been hot, I thought, well, why not come to the forest where it's nice and cold? So, come to the same place as normal, a magical forest which is just down the road. Needed somewhere cool to walk. So, I was going to go to the lake, but there's no real shade at the lake. So I thought, well, the forest is perfect. As everyone knows, you come to a forest for what? Peaceful, calm, and especially when it's hot, somewhere nice and shady to walk around. A nice little walk as normal, going through the forest. Yeah, I think there's a bit of wind, which is nice. Um, Rustling in the trees, that's all I can hear. I came here, and there's about 2 cars in my normal car park. So yeah, it's going to be a nice, peaceful walk in the forest. Even though there's people around, there's hardly any noise, just the rustling in the trees. So what we're going to do is going to go down the normal path, going into this shady area. So that's going to be interesting. Now it's nice and warm. We've had some rain, so the plants and everything would have grown. As I'm walking along here, you can actually see the sky, and as normal, not a cloud in the sky. Very nice weather today. Very hot. Need to ask a question. Can anyone see a tree? First one to spot one. I'm not giving out prizes. No, no. But no, it's nice. So on the way here, I did see a deer while I was driving up, but inside a hot car, hard to film. So no, I didn't have time to get my camera out to film the deer. But no, shame that. It's not nice to see a deer though. let you know another thing that happens, as mistakes are always made and there's never a day where something goes wrong. On the way here, I had my windows down in my car. I let some nice coolish air get in. One of my back windows made a funny noise and won't go back up. More views of the sky, still no clouds, nothing. Never been this way before, so as I always say, go explore. I just love the contrast of the green in the trees and the shrubbery and the blue sky. No time to waste, let's go. One thing I'll have to do in a minute is to put my hat on. It's getting hot. So then I've turned around. It's nice showing you this forest. One thing is, I'd like to show you this lake. It's only just down the road, so we're going to go down there. So it's the second time of doing this clip, because as normal, Matt from Matt Camping from France makes mistakes. Got to turn my mic on again. Anyway, enough talking and more walking. So back to the car we go. The only thing is I've got my window that's fully down, so I'll have to be careful. Let's look at the contrast between the blue sky and the green trees. Looks like children have been busy. Just before I leave and go into my car, I've made a nice little fortress, all out of wood. I'll give you a better view. So yeah, a little child could get inside there. There's a few. There's one over there as well. And I'm going to close this one out for this forest, and then next time you'll see me, we'll be be next to the lake, and something that's really interesting for me anyway. I'll be showing you. Yeah, I'm back to the car. So look at my window quickly, and then straight off to the lake. So then, just come down the road to the lake. So what I find interesting is what I'm going to show you in 2 seconds in this lake. So I'll show you now. So this used to be a campsite, and now it's abandoned. But this has got so much potential. Hard to show you because it's all barred off. But as you can see, they've got a little cabin now. And then you've got loads of space to do all the camping. So I don't know why this failed. So I'll have to do a bit of a research. Little cabin. But there's still electric hookups and everything here. I don't know why this failed. But anyway, let's go and show you the lake. As you can see, they even had a swimming pool here, which is just behind this little cabin. So looks a fantastic little site, really. It's a shame it's closed. I don't know why it closed. So if anyone's interested, this place is in the Vienne, in a place called Aron. Don't know if somebody out there wants to do a campsite in France. So with the lake, you also had, not anymore, you had a mini golf. And the mini golf is just over to my left hand side. I don't know if I can show you this without going too much into the sun. It's another little bit interesting. And then just over from where the campsite is, there's this mini golf. I'll need a lot of restoring. Yeah, the mini golf, you see, goes all the way back there. Don't know how many holes it is. The little cabin where you go in and pay and get your clubs and everything. I'm guessing this would have been nice. Couple of benches for you to sit on. And the lake's just down here. So yeah, guys, still very hot. It's gone up a little bit, so it's around 34, feels like 36, 37. That's in centigrade. Because if it was in Fahrenheit, then I'll be freezing. Little walks off into this area. This bit here, which is like a little car park, this is when they have fishing competitions. We're getting close to the lake. You can see it just off in the distance there, a bit green today. And this place here is just a couple of minutes, well, literally a minute from the campsite and the mini golf. There's a place that used to be a little restaurant, I'd imagine, with a snack. Oh, it is. There's even a sign on here saying snack bar. So yeah, abandoned. So the lake. And people sunbathing. So I won't turn the camera that way. Don't want to improve, invading their privacy. So we got the boat ramp. This is where they have fishing competitions and stuff. They'll walk onto this bit, into the water. Yeah, a bit on the dirty side of the water, really. But nice little lake, really. And just down here. Oh, so that's the name of the restaurant that it used to be. À la table. Oh, there is a bit of shade. The only little bit of shade that they've got, I'd imagine. A lot of people picnicking. And this is another abandoned house on the lake. Someone's made a rudimentary picnic bench with a fire. So I'm going to show you this building without going into sunlight, but still, as I say, it's just down the road, so the sky hasn't changed much. I can show you this now. This is an like a little abandoned house as well. Don't know what it used to be, but abandoned. Been freshly cut on the grass side. Yeah. So I'm getting a bit on the thirsty side, so I'm gonna sit on this little park bench over here and have a little drink. I've got a nice iced coffee with me, so I think I'll have an iced coffee and sit down and relax and enjoy the day. I'll sit you down on this picnic bench while I take the bag off and get my iced coffee out. But look at this day. As I say, the water is very green. There's a couple of fishermen. So, if you're interested in checking this lake out, we're in the Vienne, which is in France, and the little town is called Ayron, which is Ayron. And it's a little lake Felix. It's really nice. It's calm. There's, as I say, there's sometimes fishing takes place here, fishing competitions and things. So that's quite interesting to watch occasionally. You see the men with all their fishing gear, the huge fishing rods and things, which, you know, I'm not into fishing, so I don't know anything about them, but it's interesting to watch. But here you can have campfires, apparently, and you can have your gas burners. So come in here, having a little meal and that. I could do that. I'm gonna sit down, enjoy my little iced coffee. It's a cafe latte, classico, and you can enjoy it cold or hot, as it says on the thing. But nice. So, I just finished my coffee. Been sat here for about half an hour. Just done a bit of research on this lake. It's 3.2 kilometers to walk round, and it should take you about 45 minutes. There's a lot of fishing that takes place here, and there's nothing much more that's said on the internet about it. So that's a shame. Maybe I have to see if I can find a fisherman and ask him a few more details. But I mean, he's walking all the way over to the other side of the lake, and it's very hot, no shade. I put my hat on because of the sun, even though I'm sat in the shade. But it's nice, relaxing. So why don't we call it a day? Wrap this one up. I will be coming down here when it's got a bit of cloud in the sky, so there's a bit more shade, and take you all the way around the lake. So, up. Let's put me stuff away in my bag, and off we go. But I'll need to find a bin. Don't know if I can find one around here, but I will be looking for one. But before we go, I'm just gonna have a look around. Don't know if I'm trespassing, but there's no trespass signs. It's been closed up for a while. There's even ivy growing on the window and the shutter over there. Someone's put a handprint. Well, this would make a lovely little house or a little cabin that you could come to and profit with the lake just in front of you. You've even got blackberry bushes. with loads of big blackberries. End of the season really, but still loads here. Walking out up this little road. What a pleasant day. Relaxing. Visiting local places. And as I say, there's walks off going to the countryside. So I was going to close this out, but it's just been freshly cut. So what do? Go and explore. And this should give you another view of the campsite, which will be very interesting. Yeah. Wow, this would be a nice place. So this is the campsite. They've even got a, I don't know if people know about this, but there's a petanque, which is like a boule game. But this is, or was, and could be, a good campsite. They've even got the toilet blocks, the bathroom blocks, which is still there. Ping pong table, electric hookup. Yeah, this would be really good. So anyone out there who wants to come and settle in France, who is interested in a campsite, maybe get in touch with the local tourist board and see if this place is for sale. And if someone does, who's watched this video, please get in touch with me so I can do a video of the transformation. So yeah, heading back to the car park. So what an interesting day, showing you the places that are just down the road from me, so you don't have to explore too far. These are the places that I go quite often. I'm going to close this one out, and if I can show you the little sign on here. And this is another walk where you can go and see the chateau. I'll have to explore that together as well. Don't forget on these videos, please like and subscribe. Make a comment. Still blue skies. I'm back to the car. So I'll see you next time. And next time I'll show you another place that's just down the road from me as well. Bye for now.